terrible on camera. Being a woman in comedy is great. There's like plenty of opportunities, there's so much work to be done. But I would say, you're gonna be surrounded by a lot of sad single boys. So there were just balls flying at my face all the time. Dodge. Make sure you clear up with everybody what the intentions are before spaghetti. How much spaghetti is sex spaghetti? You gotta figure this out. You're gonna look all erotic slurping that pasta up. They're gonna get the wrong idea. You gotta say, hey, bud, this is just one-to-one, non-genital based spaghetti transaction. We're homies, we're bros. Maybe you got the tab of this time, but I'll hit you back. I have found that I am virtually irresistible to homeless dudes and teens on bikes. I walk into a Jimmy John's, I'm like Selma Hayek in there. A bunch of teenagers falling all over themselves to break fives for me. Like it's not against company policy, it's totally against company policy. Hey, up late, I'm Erin Ingle from Jacksonville, Oregon. I personally smoke a lot of pot, celebrating that great Northwest vibe. You gotta strike a balance somehow. Wake up, bake, have a coffee, even it out, see where you're at, go to work. Am I at work? Is it Saturday? What am I doing here? Oh well, go back home, toke a little bit more, have a cup of joe, play your video games. They were made here too. Everything good is happening here. You can get your groceries delivered from a robot in space, drop it off at your front door. It's amazing. I always tell myself that I'm not gonna smoke pot before I go on stage or before I go on camera, but damned if the devil's lettuce doesn't get me every time. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm always pushing myself and like asking big questions. How can I, as a Northwesterner today, be higher? I try to surround myself with other people that are also high achievers in the world of smoking weed. You gotta push yourself. Nobody else has your back. Does somebody have my back? Is somebody behind me right now? Just kind of freaked out for a second. A few years ago, Oregon hadn't quite caught up to Washington with the weed legalization. There was a moment when Vancouver, Washington was like El Paso. All of the dirtbags from Oregon were just climbing up to the top to peddle their wares to us Washingtonians that were right in the throes of reefer madness, as it's been called. Pretty much everyone I know grows pot, like Manifest Destiny, but with herbs. I just got a car, it's a 1999 Camry, just really trying to lock in that mom vibe I'm working with. Round them up, kiddos. Hop in the Camry, don't play with the sunroof. It's my sunroof. I paid almost $2,000 for that sunroof, so big money. Comedy bucks rolling in. It's got the body of a Lexus. You gotta teach kids these days though, Can't be housing handfuls of crackers like you see your mom or dad do. Mom and dad get to eat all those crackers because they have a job and they buy those crackers and also all of the other fun recreational things that mom and dad do that are none of your business, so drop it and go to your room while mom and dad have their personal private time. Yeah, I'm a face kid. Oh, do I have any kids? No. Doing everything in my power to not pop out any tots at this precise juncture. Well, not everything. Still playing the game, just wearing a helmet. You know what I mean?
Hi!
This and every Saturday, the PNW Gets It, Up Late Northwest, starring Pat and Chris Cashman. Presented by Pemco. We're a lot like you, a little different.